You just don't get it, do you?
I think I want him dead.
I know a good place. Pick up a shovel and a pick on the way.
Chcesz zagrać w LA Noire po polsku? Zajrzyj do opisu filmu. bdip.pl. Tłumaczymy w rytmie serca.
Czerwona szminka. Witajcie po raz kolejny w LA Noire. 6 miesięcy minęło od ostatniej sprawy. Trafiliśmy do Wydziału Zabójstw. Zobaczymy, co też trafi nam się tutaj. Nie zapowiada to miłej opowieści.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Zdaje się, że Rusty Galloway niespecjalnie jest zadowolony z naszego partnerstwa. Zobaczymy, jak się potoczy ta kwestia.
Been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I like you. People say I have no taste.
Z Bukowskim byśmy się dosyć dobrze dogadali, prawda? Może ten sprawia tylko kiepskie pozory. Ty byś wolał, żebym ja prowadził, ja bym wolał, żebyś ty prowadził. Tak.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Sprawa Czarnej Dali. To jest taka dosyć znana sprawa, zresztą chyba była w 2 adaptacjach filmowych przedstawiana. Kiedyś o tym opowiadałem, chyba dawno temu, przy moich pierwszych próbach z tą serią po angielsku jeszcze. Z tą grą.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram!
Dziennikarze się chyba nie zmienia. Zupełnie. Kiepska sprawa to dobra sprawa, co? Oż ty, ja cię nie ma... O. No to nie wesoło, co?
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Okej. Podstawowe polecenia żeśmy wydali. Sprawdźmy, co też tutaj... O, proszę. Odlew chyba już ktoś zrobił.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Okej. Holender. Ciało raczej będę chciał zobaczyć na końcu. Chętniej bym go w ogóle nie oglądał, no ale cóż, taka jest policyjna robota.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Okej. Szczotka do włosów. Pewnie nic ciekawego, co? Okej.
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Jakieś puzzle. Co my tu mamy? Pasuje. O, to będzie. Ameryka Północna i Południowa. Bamba Club. Zapalniczka.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Dobra. Może coś jeszcze tu przegapili.
Doesn't look like anything.
Nic ciekawego, przypadkowe rzeczy.
Don't think this is anything.
Czasami warto się rozejrzeć, ale często nie przynosi to żadnych rezultatów.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Cause of death?
It could be the head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts look superficial. I'll know for sure in an hour.
Połamane paznokcie, co? Ślady butów na sobie.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Po śmierci, po śmierci ktoś z nich zerwał.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Kresta. Też ktoś jej przeciął usta. O, paskudna sprawa. I ten napis na brzuchu.
Interesting.
Ciekawe, ciekawe. Te ślady tych butów. No ale dobra.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bomba? A man could die of thirst in a case like this.
No proszę. Nasz partner nowy raczej od alkoholu nie stroni. Tą drogą trudno się dziwić. To znaczy nie, żebym to pochwalał, ale czasami tak jest, że sprawy są dosyć trudne i nieprzyjemne. I w zasadzie o kim Znaczy, z kim o tym pogadać? Z żoną? Z kochanką? Z kumplami z pracy? Oni mają swoje przeżycia.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Pojedziemy do tego klubu Bamba. I zobaczymy, co też ciekawego tam się przytrafi.
Copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder. It was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Oh. Rusty najwyraźniej jeździ tak jak i ja. Okej, mamy zatem Bamba Club. 9:50. Okej.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend. Say, honey, what time?
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Celine Henry.
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Cool. A ten co? Już go suszy. Okej. I tak będzie jechał.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Jest i nasz jegomość.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Jakiś telepata. Okej, już przestał.
Was a lovely woman.
Okej.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Okej. Ciężko ocenić, co też facet ma na sumieniu po pierwszym zdaniu, po pierwszej wymianie zdań. Ale wydaje mi się, że tutaj mówi prawdę. Chociaż tak właściwie zerka na boki.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but I got no answer.
Okej. Alibi męża, czyli co robił wieczorem. Na pewno nie było go w domu. Okej.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
No proszę, nieszczęśliwie zakochany właściciel klubu.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Kogo konkretnie?
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
You're gonna see your married man again?
Zapisał jego numer?
So, how's your tuna fish salad?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
My egg.
Okej, mamy numer rejestracyjny.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Okej. Sprawdźmy za ten dom. Coś żeśmy się dowiedzieli tutaj. No to ładnie, to dobrze.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Sprawdźmy te numery w centrali
Can I have another spoon?
i zobaczymy.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
Okej. Dobra, tamci się dowiedzą. W zasadzie mamy dwóch potencjalnych sprawców. Męża, nawet trzech. Męża, jakiegoś obcego faceta, no i ten gościu tutaj, który jest trochę podejrzany, ale zobaczymy. Najpierw pogadamy z mężem. Zobaczymy, co też ciekawego będzie miał do powiedzenia w sprawie. Zdaje się, że żonę miał, delikatnie mówiąc, puszczalską. Plus alkoholiczkę, plus były pilot. Wiesz co, poprowadź. Ja wiem, że nie lubisz, jeszcze piłeś, ale mimo wszystko pójdzie to szybciej. A ja się przyjrzę notatkom, właśnie tak.
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Rusty jest dosyć cierpliwy. Nasz Cole Phelps potrafi być upierdliwy, nieprawdaż? Ma taką skłonność do bycia rycerzem w ślniącej, lśniącej zbroi. Ślniącej? Jak rany Jolek. Przyjrzymy się dokładnie. Chciałem obejść dom dookoła, ale...
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Widzę, że sprawa sama ruszyła naprzód. Oho. Oho. Czemu ktoś się włamywał do tego mieszkania, co?
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Proszę. Coś ciekawego. Rodzina ginie w pożarze. Policja uważa, że to niekoniecznie był wypadek. A lubię te gazety. No ujawniają jakieś inne, być może ciekawe sprawy.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You said
arrangements.
the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Ten doktorek, ja od razu byłem podejrzliwy wobec niego. No dobra.
Nothing significant.
Nic istotnego, przecież klucz taki elegancki. Ten się pewnie szuka alkoholu, jak go znam. A zaledwie go poznałem przed paroma minutami.
Size 9's. Above average for a lady.
Okej. But jak but.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Los Diablos. Widać, dziewczyna lubiła wypić, co? Chyba nie ma nic wspólnego ze sprawą. No, jakieś filiżanki stare. Krótko mówiąc, syf w domu niezły. Trudno się dziwić, skoro babka lubiła sobie wypić. O, może na lodówce? Okej, Jacob. Notatka od męża. Oni mieszkali osobno? Chyba mieszkali osobno.
He and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Okej, pogadajmy z sąsiadami faktycznie. Może to nam coś da.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
O. Jest i sąsiadka.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.